Every morning, I can't wait for the bus to pick me up for school. It's 7:30 a.m. Here's the bus. We pick up some more kids and arrive at school. There's the morning bell to start the school day. What time is it? Just read the clock. The analog clock has two hands. The short hand, or the hour hand, is on the 8. The long hand, or minute hand, is on the 12.
Okay.
School starts at 8 in the morning. During the school day, we follow a schedule. By learning how to tell time, I am able to tell when each class starts. Math starts 1 hour after school.
So, if that's 1 hour after school starts, what time does that clock say? Remember, you're going to look at the hour hand, say hour hand. It's always the short one. And on this clock and the clock that I'll be using, it is going to be red. This hand will be red. So the hour hand is what you read first, and then the minute hand. When the hour hand is on a number, you can say that number. And then if the minute hand is on the 12, we say o'clock. So this shows 9 o'clock.
Starts. 1 hour after 8 is 9. It's lunchtime at noon. That's 12 because both the hour hand and the minute hand point straight up to 12.
See, both the hour hand, the red, and the blue hand, which is the minute hand, they're both on 12. So that happens when it's 12 noon, and you're usually out at lunch. You have about 10 minutes left for lunch. But 12 o'clock can also happen at midnight. That's in the middle of the night. Most of us are sleeping unless we had a late night.
My favorite class is art, which starts when the hour hand is between the 1 and 2 and the minute hand is on the 6. That's 1:30 or 1:30.
Okay, see? That's how we would write 1:30. This is a digital clock. This is what we call an analog clock. Many of you may not have this type of clock in your house. Most of us have this on our phones or on our games or even on our DirecTV, our cable channels. We'll see the time written this way, and it's easy to read because all we have to do is read the hour and then the minutes. 1:30. It can also be called half past because there are 60 minutes all the way around in an hour. All of those lines count up to 60. When the minute hand is on the 6, though, that's halfway between this side of the clock and this side. It's 60 minutes in a whole hour. 30 is half of that. We'll talk more about that later.
When the hour hand points to the 3 and the minute hand points to the 12, the school day is over. Time to go home. Every day there is something new and exciting to learn at school. What time is your favorite class?
Okay.
My school rules.
All right. So now I wanted to show you this clock. This clock shows the hour hand in blue. The minute hand is red. Now remember I said whenever you're telling time, you always look at the hour hand first. Now boys and girls, it won't always be 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 2 o'clock. But you will always read the hour hand first, the short side. This is on 8. If the minute hand, the long hand, is on the 12, then that's why we say o'clock. So this would be 8 o'clock. Now let's see if I can turn this with one hand. This would be, it's still 8 because the hour hand is now between 8 and 9. It's not on the 9 yet, so we would still say 8. This would be 8:30. That means it's 30 minutes after 8 o'clock, or we could say 8:30. In another 30 minutes, and remember, this is just a play clock. This is a toy. In another 30 minutes, it would be 9 o'clock. So again, we're going to work on telling time. Telling time not only on the analog clock. Can you say analog clock? Analog clock. But it also shows this on the digital. And we'll be doing that. We have digital clocks, like I said, everywhere. Even here, let's see if I can get it to come up on my computer. Yeah, there it is. 6:19. That's the digital time. But if I looked at the analog clock, here's a real analog clock here on my fireplace. My analog clock is a little bit off. Instead of 6:19, that's showing 6, because that's the shorthand. And then this is the longhand, the minute hand. This one shows that this would be 20, 21, 22, almost, we could say it's 6:23. So my clocks are a little bit off. The digital clock showed 6:19. This analog clock is showing 6:23. This one might be wrong. Sometimes we need to change the battery, or sometimes this clock just runs a little slow. But I wanted you to see the difference. All right, so you're going to need to watch both of these math videos because I made a mistake and I accidentally stopped the video before I was ready for the next part. So I'll make sure that I explain that to you on class tag. This completes our lesson for day 1 for math. I continue to miss you and I wish we could be together. But until we are, you guys take care. Bye.